This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA. Oh!
Mixed martial a-holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York. Yeah, we're here, we're live. UFC Fight Week Ottawa. Brock Lesnar running from USADA. MMA news with the MMA. Oh. Yeah. Jesse's showing the pipes tonight. We are here. We are live. And it's good to be alive. It's good to be alive.
Is it good to be alive, Mystic Moss?
Well, yeah. It is good to be alive.
Everyone, I'd like to know how much you appreciate not only your own life, but the life of Mystic Moss. Because yesterday, this motherfucker almost died on me. I almost lost my partner in crime. That's right. Woke up in the morning. Everything was fine. I thought he was fine. But then, just before breakfast, he started complaining about a pain in his chest. And I asked him, "Are you all right?" And he said, "No." So I said, "Call your doctor, Chris." And Chris proceeded to call his doctor. And his doctor said, "With these symptoms, Chris, you need to go to the ER now." And Chris went. That's exactly how he went. So, I proceeded to take him to the ER, the hospital. Only to find out, after hours, torturous hours, Mystic Moss was indeed going to live.
All right, I'm alive.
So
All right,
we
here
went
I
home
am.
and had a nice meal.
Yeah, that's right. I was in and out. A very expensive physical I had. Yeah, I'm a fucking psychopath. It wouldn't be the MMA holes without a goddamn psychopath as a host, or two psychopaths as a host. And yeah, I almost fucking died yesterday. I don't know what happened. It was a traumatic experience in and out of the hospital, because that's what a mystical one does. I go in there, I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of this fucking hospital. And here I am. I'm hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
All right. So everyone say thank you, Mystical. I mean, I was saying this as I was on my deathbed. I was looking over at Jesse. I was like, Jesse, the Simps won. The Simps have won. But nope, I would never let the Simps win. Brock Lesnar's running from USADA all the way over to the retirement community. All the way over to the retirement community. There goes Brock. This is actually the picture of Brock running on our thumbnail. And yeah, he's retiring. Just like that. Everyone thought that he was going to be fighting Daniel Cormier at the end of the year or summertime. Summertime.
Please don't ever do that again.
Wonderful.
And yeah, he's retired. Why do you think he retired?
Super chat.
Dapper Dave.
$2 for the hospital bill.
I wish, not with my insurance. But thank you. So look at that. Tonight's donations will go to my to my hospital bill. So every donation, we will contribute to my shitty Obamacare insurance. All right. So here we go. Brock Lesnar. Why do you think, Jesse? Why do you think he retired? Do you think he was scared of DC? Do you think he was shook?
Bum, bum.
What do you think the reasoning is?
I think he tested with USADA, and maybe he knew his tests were not going to pop, or were going to pop, I guess you could say. So he ran.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Choo-choo, Vlad.
Doctors? Hospital? That's pussy shit. We just dip our entire body in Vicks Vapor Rub and drink a little honey with lemon. Cures cancer.
Thank you, Vlad. That goes towards the hospital funds. Yeah, what I should have done is I should have took our timeless CBD rub, right? The Vicks version. I should have rubbed it all over my body. I should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fine. I wouldn't have to go to the hospital.
You still have some of the pain there.
I should have.
You should be putting that stuff on.
I should, Jesse. Go get it. I'll take off my shirt and rub me down.
Super chat.
Real.
Mo's almost died? Wow. Kevin Costa almost.
Where's Kevin been?
Leave him alone. He's not done anything wrong.
Say it ain't. Oh, fuck. No! I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. What it comes down to is I'm a fucking head case. That's what it comes down to.
I was scared shitless. Like, I kept the straightest face. I don't think I've ever been so calm in such a stressful situation in my life. But I was so calm and, like, just there for him, right? But the whole time, I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. Like, I was nervous. I was like, wow, how the fuck am I going to carry on a show without this guy? The fuck?
Well, it's funny what we learned, and I don't know, maybe this will help someone else out too. Anxiety and panic attacks are completely different things. This is what I learned yesterday. I thought it was the same thing. You got anxiety, it's a panic attack, same shit. No, it's completely different. In anxiety, you get anxious, you're feeling all flustered at the moment, and you can use your timeless CBD to help you out in those situations. When you have a straight up full-blown panic attack, you feel like you're having a heart attack. And when you're at this extended age at 42, we're up there. It's like 41, that sucks. 42, I'm almost dead. So that's what happens. Yeah. And when you get that, this is the end. This is the end. I thought I was good. I call up the doctor. Doctor's like, no, you got to go to the hospital. I'm like, but no.
Well, for insurance reasons.
Fuck him. Fuck my doctor.
He has to suggest that. But even if his doctor made it clear too, like, you probably don't have to go to the hospital, but you should go to the ER because I have to tell you that.
That's not what he said.
He said, I have to tell you this.
Yeah, he said I have to tell you. He didn't say you probably don't have to go. He goes, he sounded extremely concerned, and he was like, I would recommend you go. He didn't even want to take me.
But here's my point, though. Now, I disagree. I don't think he sounded that concerned. I think he probably thought that it was something else, but for protection purposes, he had to tell you, and he made it clear he had to tell you. But I think this is what the point I was getting to.
Was he on speakerphone?
If you tell him anything about having to, like, something horrible, like, if you say you have to go to the ER and it's coming from a professional, like, his brain goes into this like fight or flight thing.
Yeah, they don't want to get sued.
And he's like, I have to go to the ER. I have to go.
But that's not what happened, though.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not saying that's what you said.
You're giving me a panic attack. Stop it. Anyway, let's move on. Anyway.
He's so sensitive.
No, I'm not sensitive. What I'm saying is that's totally not what happened, though.
No, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's the mindset.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to get sued. You don't want me coming in there and then be like, okay, let's do a physical, boom, drop dead heart attack. That's what he doesn't want. So yes, he says go to the hospital to protect himself. It's that simple. You could say it like that. Make it a lot easier. Story was too long. Had to stop it. Brock Lesnar not having a heart attack. Brock Lesnar is full of steroids and he retired. He says, no, I don't want to do it. So now, Jesse, do you think it's because he wanted to stay on the juice? Do you think it's just, hey, I'm 43 years old or 42 years old. I'm done. I don't want to compete anymore. Why would he step in the cage with Daniel Cormier and say, yeah, let's do this, and shove him and do that whole circus and then retire? Why would he leave? Let us wait this long, and when we can finally get a fight, just retire, Jesse? What is the reasoning for this?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nope.
You're supposed to know the answers. I think he's chicken shit. I think he's afraid of little DC, little fat porky DC throwing him around the cage like a goddamn rag doll and then submitting his ass. And then a little ground and pound of the BBC and the ball sack, black ball sack between his eyes, slapping against his nostrils as he can't breathe, and Daniel Cormier twisting and turning and mutilating him and embarrassing Brock Lesnar. That's what I think, because he looked like goddamn shit against Mark Hunt. He laid on top of him and humped him. You can't do that with Daniel Cormier. A reality check. Fuck this. I'm going to run from the testing. I'm going to run from the UFC. I'm going to run right to the retirement home and see you later. Thank you for wasting all of our time, Brock Lesnar. You son of a fucking motherless goat. You son of a bitch.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's what I think. That's my opinion. Let's see what the chat says.
DB Cooper's money back says I got my dick just now and he's still happy. Staley O2 says, Drunk Savage, having sex with JBH must be torture, bro. It is. It's horrendous. David Flores Jr. says, hell yeah, what's up? How you doing? DB Cooper's money bags.
Oh, wonderful,
super chat.
Jews have the smartest sperm has just donated right now.
Did you have a Jewish doctor? Doesn't sound like it.
He was, well, we had multiple because we were at the hospital. Oh, my doctor. No, my doctor is Italiano. But the doctor at the hospital was a ginger. I can't tell. Do you know? Was he Hebrew? Was he a ginger Hebrew? I don't know. I want to answer your question. Jews have the smartest sperm, but I can't. All right, let's see what the chat says about Brock Lesnar.
Boss Kogar says, I never believed Brock would come back. Drunk Savage Staley 02 gay agent would take good care of Moss. David Flores Jr. says, Brock, your mother was a lizard. Hydrostatic 3G says, peace to gay agent. Oh, sorry. Hold up. Bofa didn't retire.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Jessica J.
I'm so glad you're alright, Moss. And same with you, Michael Anzalone. All of these near-death experiences has me worried for other MMA holes, like Kevin from Chicago. He suffers from an early onset of never getting laid. The lack of pussy could kill him.
There you go. Yeah, we don't want that to happen to Kevin. We don't want that to happen to anyone.
Jessica, you funny fuck.
All I know is Michael Anzalone's tougher than me. I was a big pussy. I was just like, oh, this is terrible. I'm going to die. And Michael Anzalone goes in there like a badass, takes care of business back. Michael Anzalone, I hope you're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Jessica G, thank you for the donation. All right, any other comments on Broccoli Lesnar, who is officially retired? Or is he? I mean, you don't know these days. I'm going to say yes, he is retired. Did he retire from the WWE too, or is just he doesn't want to compete in the cage? The fuck was that? What happened? You hear? What happened?
You know what's funny?
Oh, what's funny, Josie? What happened?
I just I realized you were asking me a question towards the end of what you were saying, but it was too late to catch on what you. I only heard the last few words, so I couldn't.
All right, I really don't know what you just said there. What are you talking about?
Never mind.
All right, thank you. Donation!
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Manny C.
Cancel the hearse mystic. He's immortal. Glad to hear you are doing fine. You'll be fine, but glad you didn't ignore it today. 37-year-old former Real Madrid goalie had a heart attack on the Brock topic. Do you think this could be a negotiation bluff?
And that sucks. 37 years old. God, too young for that. Negotiation bluff. I was thinking about, could this be something, Brock is using as a tactic? Yeah, please fight. But no, it looks like Stipe and DC will be happening. In fact, donation.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
Dapper
motherfuckers.
Dave says,
Brock Lesnar actions are so painfully obvious. He kept threatening to leave the WWE to UFC and kept getting a new contract from Vince McMahon. As a WWE fan, I do not why Vince kept falling for this same ploy over and over. Obvious he not coming back.
All right, so interesting. So he's saying obviously not coming back, but the negotiation thing is an interesting way of looking at it. If Brock Lesnar wasn't, is he 43? What is he, 42, 41? I know he's past 40. I want to say he's 41 or 42, somewhere around there. Maybe 42 years old. Regardless, he's past he's probably my fucking age, for God's sakes. And God knows I couldn't compete even in my prime, I couldn't even compete. So I don't think he's using this as a negotiation. Maybe he is. I mean, the guy is tough. He's tough as nails. But I don't know. I think he is done. It's just weird. It just doesn't add up because why would he make everyone wait for so long? Sean Rosa says he's 41. Why would he make us wait that long? And it kind of sucks because I know it's not the fight that should happen. The fight is Stipe. I'm glad that fight is happening as a fan.
Yeah.
But there's a selfish side of me that wanted to see that. I don't know. Moss Doctor at ER.
What a pussy. The only thing I learned about Moss last night was his girlfriend controls him. Did you hear the speculation from another MMA podcast about Usman being popped by USA anti-doping? I saw the video on One Southern Born One Instagram.
Well, check out One Southern Born's Instagram. Listen, we don't watch other podcasts. There's only one podcast that matters, and it is this one right here, the MMA Holes.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Those donations are going towards my hospital bills because my insurance sucks, so thank you very much for the generous donations. All right, so what do you think, Jess? People speculating, saying that Brock Lesnar could be a negotiation thing. I don't know if...
I think what they were referring to was that he's used this as like negotiation tactics in the past, like the UFC and everything. So it kind of baffles them why McMahon fell for it so many times. That he would basically say the UFC wants me for more money and then get a new contract with the WWE. You know, I don't think it's a negotiation tactic now because I really don't think he's coming back.
You think he's done? You think he was just playing a game? He liked the spotlight, walking into the cage with Daniel Cormier, giving him a shove.
Yeah.
I want to fight you. Blah 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 blah. That stupid shit that happened.
I also wonder if he did that because he did expect, he was using that as to show McMahon, you know, the UFC is interested in me now, so give me a better contract. And I think this time McMahon probably didn't fall for it, and so he felt. You know, he didn't really want to go in the UFC. He just used the UFC as a tactic to get another contract.
This man is also plagued by injuries, too. So maybe something's tweaked, something happened, the steroids, his body breaking down. I mean, he is a freak of nature. You know, maybe he had another injury. He's like, you know what? I'm too old for this shit. I'm out. I made my money. I'm good to go. You know, I think I'm just going to – I'll do my cameo appearances at the WWE, come back in WrestleMania, yell at a couple of people, throw a chair or some shit. And call it a career. That's probably what happened, if I had to guess. All right, a couple more comments on this. We have the story about it. We'll get into the news in a second. Thank you for joining us on multiple platforms. By the way, appreciation to the people being very patient about our website, the MMAholes.com. You can get all your news over there, no problem. You could watch us live over there, no problem at all. You click on show, it takes you over to the section, and you can see us hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Over here right now, we got the live chat, and we got some people over there. So thank you for joining us on that live chat. I see some EPO shit. But there is some other issues with our wall section over here. Now, the wall is it's not Game of Thrones. It's not Donald Trump's wall. It's the MMA Holes wall. It's our own wall. We let Mexicans.
Well, it's not just with the wall. It's with their anything profile involved. So their own profile, things like that.
Yeah. Well, I was just making jokes, Jesse. But the wall is wonderful. The problem is that if you've signed out, apparently it's tough for people to get back in. We're having issues with this, and we will fix this. We promise we will fix this, and we're live over here on the wall as well. So thank you to the people that are participating and trying to log into the website. This will be a fixed situation, and we've been checking out the traffic, and one of the issues is that we have too much traffic going over to our server. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing that this community is like, yo, let's do this. Let's party. Let's party outside of the MMA Holes YouTube show. Let's just keep it going 24/7. This will be the place for MMA fans to hang out, fighters, fans, everybody. So stay tuned. We will keep you posted on the situation. We might have to tear this part down and refresh and revamp this, but don't worry. I trust in Jessie. If she doesn't get it done, she's fired.
You can't fire me.
Oh.
You're not my boss.
Well, the MMA Holes can.
Fuck that.
They pay the bills.
You think I give a fuck? My
be
website
like, I don't like
pays
this.
the bills.
No, they could say, listen, this is unacceptable. I'm not donating anymore. Jessie needs to fix the website.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, it really isn't Jessie's fault. There are a lot of other players involved. So we'll get this fixed, and we will keep you guys updated on the situation. Thank you for your patience. And if you don't like it,
Lick my balls.
all right, let's get into the news. Jesse. Oh, the love is in the air.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Dana White's Asian hooker.
Oh thank goodness you are all Waikis. I fear you are my family. I preach allegiance to MMA hoes with all my rife. If you denounce me I find you and I choppy yo wee with my meat queeve cling 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 clang 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 cling.
Thank you, Dana White's Asian hooker. That was beautiful. Punch! I've got 50 lives. Whoa, hold on! Hold on! Michael Anzalone!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Push your boobies in the air. Fapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Ariani Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Michael.
Chris, I'm very happy you are okay. If anyone knows how you feel, I do. I love you, Chris. You are like a brother to me. And I love Jesse and the community. God bless you all.
God bless you, Michael Anzalone. You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
And I'm glad you're doing better. And yeah, it sucks going to the hospital, but everyone's good. We're strong, we're sexy, we're swole. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes.
The dislikes can choke on a dick.
Whew. All right, 3 people choking on a dick and 55
Why are you so violent?
people. Listen, you got to get pumped up. If we're going to fucking beat the shit out of the ceiling, you have to, look at the chat. There are fists all over the chat room, Jesse. They are beating the fuck out of their ceilings right now.
Well, you don't have to be violent about it.
Well, it's a fucking party. And a party, it's a fight party. It's a fight club. It's the MMA holes. It's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sometimes I just want to give you
A big kiss. All right, what's in the news?
smack right across the face.
Ooh, sexy.
According to TMZ Sports, Brock Lesnar has been tested by USADA weeks before his MMA retirement.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Brock Lesnar was submitted to official PED testing just weeks before he told Dana White he was retiring from MMA for good, TMZ Sports has learned. We spoke with a rep for the United States Anti-Doping Agency, which performs all of the testings on UFC fighters, and confirmed Lesnar has not only been in the testing pool, but submitted 9 samples over the past year. In fact, Lesnar submitted 2 tests in 2019, once in the first quarter, January through March, and at least once in April. USADA confirms Lesnar was tested once between April 1st and April 18th. They're checking to see if he was tested after April 18th. USADA will not disclose the results of Lesnar's recent tests. Lesnar has had problems with USADA in the past. He tested positive for the banned substance clomiphene after his UFC 200 victory over Mark Hunt. That victory was later overturned, and Lesnar was suspended for a year because of his positive test. Of course, the UFC had been gunning to book Lesnar for a title fight with the heavyweight champ Daniel Cormier. Lesnar famously stormed the octagon back in July 2018 and shoved Cormier in what appeared to be an obvious publicity stunt, to drive interest in the fight.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was a waste of our time, right?
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
T-Man.
I have a feeling this means I literally have to put up with Brock in the WWE once again. Well, kill me now. I guess my nightmare will return.
So you think Lesnar is retired from MMA, but not WWE?
Yeah, maybe. He's not going anywhere from WWE. I don't think so, at least.
I mean, WWE, you can certainly stay in a lot longer, because even though there's a lot of physical demand, it's not tolling on your body like MMA is.
Yeah, you can retire 400 times in WWE and just keep... Well, Tito Ortiz within MMA keeps coming back. But I think Brock Lesnar, when it comes to the UFC, I think that is it for him. I mean, why does he want to get tested? Stay in the WWE, fucking piss hot, and keep coming back. I mean, Andre the Giant, didn't they bring him back? Didn't they put him in strings? Made him a puppet in one of the WrestleManias? Did that happen? Right?
Yes.
No, that never happened, Jesse. They never made a puppet Andre the Giant. You fucking son of a... What? I mean, that's hard. He's dead, Jesse. They never made puppet Andre. It never happened. He's like, hey, Andre the Giant here. I'm back from retirement. That didn't happen. So why would you say yes? Why would you say yes to that? There's no puppet Andre. Fuck, Jesse, it's
You're so
horrible.
funny.
Okay. What else do we have in the news?
You're so funny. You're so funny.
All right, what else do we have in the news? Oh my God, is this CM Punk?
Yeah.
What is this, the WWE? By the way, I don't want to put up with Brock's T-Man. So what happened the last WrestleMania, right? And forgive me for not knowing anything about WWE or enough. Didn't Brock Lesnar lose? He lost his belt, right?
I think he did lose.
So they opened up WrestleMania. He
Yeah.
comes out there. He loses the belt. All the speculation is, well, he loses the belt in WWE. And then he moves over to the UFC. But maybe he is done. Maybe that's it. Maybe for farewell.
Mm-hmm.
I say yes to UFC farewell, no to WWE. I don't think he's going anywhere. Maybe he'll take a year vacation, come back at 45 or whatever. Grease himself up. Show that terrible tattoo. CM Punk. And by the way, CM Punk, god damn. This is him wincing. I mean, it's not a very good picture of Punk, but hair is losing. He's losing the hair. Fucking. Oh, I mean, what is going on, CM? Starting to look like me, for God's sakes.
According to WrestleZone, CM Punk booked for an MMA event during Double or Nothing. Back in November, it was announced that CM Punk had signed with the Cage Fury Fighting Championship MMA promotion to serve as a commentator. Currently, the CFFC website lists Punk along with John Morgan as the commentator for CFFC 75 from Coachella, California on May 25th at the Spotlight 29 Casino. The event airs on UFC Fight Pass. May 25th is the same night as Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing pay-per-view, where fans speculate Punk to be appearing. CFFC 75 is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. local time. The MGM Grand Garden Arena has Double or Nothing beginning at 4 p.m. Coachella and Las Vegas are less than 300 miles from one another. If Punk did want to catch a quick fight over the show, it's possible he might be pulling it off, but it'd be a very close call.
What are we talking about here? So he's coming... What is he doing?
He's returning to another MMA event.
This is an MMA...
Another MMA fight.
He's fighting?
Yes. Well, they're speculating.
Wait, so he's going to show up and just randomly fight?
No, there's speculation that he is in, he's got a bout in the Double or Nothing.
Isn't Double or Nothing wrestling? Is that really? I think that's wrestling, no?
It's an MMA event.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what the fuck? Well, I mean, if he's going to compete in mixed martial arts, why not compete in a lower level MMA organization? But Double or Nothing, doesn't that sound like... It sounds like Double or Nothing! Yeah! Wrestling! That's what it sounds like to me.
All Elite's wrestling Double or Nothing. So, yeah, it's wrestling.
Oh, what the fuck? That's all right. Hold on. Back up. So it's not MMA.
No, this is wrestling.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that makes sense. All right,
Thank
Jesse.
you. Thanks, babe.
I'm like, what's going on?
You can't
All right,
stop the
Jessica
Siberian
J.
Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
He didn't just lose the belt in the WWE, and a shot at fighting DC. I don't want to spoil anything, but in the new movie Avengers Endgame, Brock also loses a fight with the Venus Schnitzel mascot due to a run-in from Iron Man with a chair. Spoilers.
Oh, fuck, Jessica.
Spoilers.
God damn it. You know, how am I going to watch this movie with all these spoilers? It's 3 hours long, so, I mean,
Yeah.
they're never ending, the spoilers. All right, so
So this is wrestling.
So he got demoted. He can't even come back to the WWE. He's demoted in fake fighting too.
Yes.
Oh, what a
Kind
mess.
of. I don't know.
The guy's what, 38 now, I think. 37, 38, late 30s, pushing 40. Oh man, CM Punk. Wasn't he like one of the biggest names in WWE? Wasn't like he the guy at one point?
I don't know. I don't really watch. I don't know. I've heard his name even before. You know, like I've heard his name around, so I would assume so.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's move on. All right, let's not give him any more time. What the fuck is this?
So I thought you'd love this. Are you ready?
Are we talking MMA tonight, or
Yes,
are we going all wrestling? What
No. This is MMA.
All right, what is it?
Okay. He's called the Iranian Hulk, and he's just announced his official MMA debut.
Yeah. All right, hold on. If you're listening on Podbean and iTunes, can we just describe what we're looking at? It looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a beard.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Think of your worst fear.
I think you'll like this guy. I looked into him a little bit. He's kind of cool.
All right, hold on a second. Describe the man that we're looking at for the people that are listening.
The Iranian Hulk. He looks like a human version of the Hulk.
Or a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a beard.
No.
All right, so he's a gigantic, pale-skinned man with tremendous
no, he's not
arms.
pale-skinned. He's Iranian. Look at him. He's not pale.
Well, I mean, he looks pretty he looks pale to me.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
He's got tan skin.
Tan? Are you fucking colorblind? Tan? Where's the tan?
He's tan.
Anyway, regardless of his skin color, Jesse, you racist. He's a blubbery, strong guy. Like he's muscular but fat. I've never seen anything like this. Like I'm fat skinny, right? I'm fat skinny diesel. That's what I am. Because there's some parts that are very defined, like my chesticles. But this guy here is. He's a bizarre shape, right? He's a weird.
Well,
he's got fat muscle.
Just wait. I have his Instagram as well. So let me just wait. No. Let me just read you the first excerpt, and then you can. We'll take a look at him. Okay.
According to Real, he has small balls.
All right.
I'm just
hold
reading
on,
his mind
ready?
right now. All right, go ahead.
Now listen to who he is. All right, because it's kind of cool. I'd like to follow this guy because it's interesting. All right. He's a weightlifter.
Wait, he lifts weights? I would never get that by looking at him.
Known as the Iranian Hulk due to his sheer size, has announced his official MMA debut, and he plans to smash the competition.
Hold on, Jesse. Before you keep going. Oh, shit.
Wait, no.
Excuse me. Hold on a second, Jesse. My mouth is off my face. All right, Jesse. Instead of telling a story about me, how about I tell a story to you? What do you say, Jesse?
Okay.
How much to ride on my fat muscles?
Nothing, because I'm taken. I'm spoken for.
I will steal you from your heart attack fake man, and I caress your boobies with my beautiful strong arms.
I'm pretty sure you don't talk like that.
Yes, this is how I talk, Jesse. Do
That's
not
very
make fun
racist.
of voice.
You don't even know how he talks.
Because this is how I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen to me. I am a mixture of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and a Mystic Mouse. Wait, hold on a second. You're telling me you're a mixture of myself and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Yes. In fact, you were raped by Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I came out. That makes absolutely no sense. Isn't the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Isn't he? He's a boy. Yes, it's the first man-on-man baby, and that is me, and I will be competing in MMA and smashing face. Does he have any questions for this guy? I mean, this is probably our best guest ever.
Nope.
What do you think of my fat muscles? I am the first man with fat muscles. It is a mixture of muscle and fat. My midsection is thin. My upper body is fat and muscular.
Why are you changing the way you're talking?
I have a cold. Any questions from chat, feel free to ask me because I am here for questions. First super heavyweight, yes, that would be me. Thank you, Ray Lap. My fat muscles are making chat very excited right now. Jesse, how moist are you?
I just want to tell your story.
Jessica G has a question for me. Says, does he wear a gigantic corset? Well, that is correct. I wear the corset under my skin. First man to wear a corset under skin. That's why my waist is so small. How do I wipe my ass? Fantastic question, David Ambra. It's very simple. Your mother does it. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Why would Why would you say that? I don't like stupid questions. I can wipe my own ass, you asshole. Any more questions in the chat? I would like to answer one more, Jesse. Jesse, could you pick one out from the chat for him?
Dave wants to know how many picograms are in your system.
Fuck picograms. Picograms give you small legs like John Bones Jones, that black nigga. Whoa, 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 whoa. You cannot. I'm sorry. I'm incredibly racist, and this is how I talk. I like to drop N-word on your show, and nothing can stop me because I have fat muscles. All right, this has gone too far, Jesse. Too far. Just tell me about this guy. Jesus Christ.
A weightlifter known as the Iranian Hulk due to his sheer size has announced his official MMA debut, and he has plans to smash the competition. His name is Sajjad Gharibi, who towers at 6'2" tall and weighs approximately 390 pounds. It took to Instagram to inform his 446,000 followers.
T-Man!
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
T-Man's got the donation. What does he got to say?
The point is, before I rant too much, is that I really hate Brock in wrestling and real life. Also, I want CM Punk back in WWE. That's my birthday and Christmas wish.
So CM Punk back in the WWE. T-Man's a big WWE fan. So hopefully that can happen. I don't see why he wouldn't go back, right? I don't know if he's had a falling out with the WWE peeps, but hopefully that happens for you. All right, back to fat muscles.
He took to Instagram to inform his 446,000 followers that after years of training, he will finally be stepping into the ring. He said, quote, "So I'm finally accepting my first professional fight from a Brazilian fighter before 2020. Now, if you scroll down.
All right, let's scroll down. Let's see what this guy's got.
Okay. Wait.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. Hold on. Wait, I want to see the legs, too. All right, hold on. Let's take a look.
Profile.
Wait, first of all, before we do anything over here. All right, man. All right, first we follow, yes. First we follow this guy. So this guy's a real man.
Yes.
I guess it is a real guy. All right, so I highly, the people listening on Podbean and iTunes, I highly recommend you check this guy out. Well, he does do leg day, too. It doesn't look real. This is not real.
It is real.
Is real? Wow, he looks real there.
Look at that chest. He's a kid, also.
He also is going to have a heart attack. Wow. This guy's a real dude. Maybe this is a savage. Wow, oh my God.
He barely fits in the car.
Look at the size of this guy.
Super chat.
Oh, man. Life and logic.
MOS, who do I bet on, Canelo or Jacobs? And why?
You got to bet on my son, Canelo Alvarez. It's my goddamn son, for God's sakes. He's the spawn of myself. Of course you got to go on Canelo. When is the fight, by the way? Is that this weekend? I've been hearing a lot about it. Of course, Canelo. I mean, what kind of crazy question is that?
Okay, back to the Hulk. The Iranian Hulk.
Any women in the chat think this man's attractive?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's pretty hot. It's a weird thing going on here. I can't figure out what I'm looking at. His nipples are on the side of his chest.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Jessica J.
What the fuck? 446k followers? That's like 446k more than Real, and he doesn't even have JR Eclipse following him, nor the Schmo liking his posts, nor Colby Covington liking his posts.
That's a good point. Well, you know what? Jessica G makes a good point over here. It's not really impressive, right? He should have more followers.
I take it back. I actually don't think he's attractive.
Wait, you actually thought he was attractive? I think you were joking. You serious?
No, I just said I don't think he's attractive.
No, you said before you thought he was. What about that? Does that get you going?
Nah.
It's the fattest muscular guy I've ever seen. It's impressive. How many calories do you think this man takes in a day?
I don't even fucking know.
Hey, look at me. I'm with my fruit. Should we stop looking at this guy? Or
I don't know. It's weirding me out a little bit.
I'm going to go beat off to this guy. So that's his kid.
Yeah.
So here he looks like he's... So what do you say? He's Iranian?
Yeah.
What is he in, a fucking...
it's like lady thighs.
Is he in a geoprism in this picture? What the fuck? He can't get a bigger car?
Lady thighs. Look at that.
So if you're just jumping in, where's his head? That's another thing, too. If he's on steroids, his head should be bigger.
He's on steroids.
Maybe he's like one of those genetically, like, Like, he just naturally is a big, huge guy. The only thing is that's bizarre to me is his midsection is incredibly thin compared to his body, right?
Maybe.
How the fuck is that? How does his tits pour over his like midsection is ripped, and then his tits like it's like they put two people together. Actually, I think Jessica G is right. I think he's wearing a corset under his skin. There's no way it can stay unless he's sucking in. Yeah, I am in suit. Look, I could be casual and all right. So what's the guy's deal? He's gonna fight?
Yeah, it's his MMA debut. It's just something to pay attention to in case he rises up the ladder.
Oh yes, me and beret. You know, sometimes you got to put the 4-ounce gloves on and wear beret and flex for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Look at me with my beret. I'd root for this guy. What do you guys think in the chat? What are your thoughts on him? It's a big dude. What do you think? Real, not real? Real?
Ray Lob says genetically engineered. Jessica G, he's going to get KO'd. Dapper Dave says, yeah, because Iranians are known to be legit athletes, LOL. Boss Kogar says he won't. Will S says they got plenty of oil in Iran. Chrome T Dome says this is what you look like when you take every supplement there is.
All at one time. You just consume every single thing. He walks into GNC and he just gives me everything. Give me everything on shelf.
That guy uses synthol. Google that, Mos.
Synthol. All right. Let's look at synthol. How do you spell this? Synthol. All right, let's see. Let's see what synthol is. Real is he's a designated hooker advisor or steroid advisor.
Yeah.
He does it all real. Let's see what he said with the synthol. All right. So this is pictures of a bunch of dudes. You ever see this guy Scooby? All right. So what's the definition here? Hold on a second. It's just showing a bunch of like dudes. All right, here you go, Justin.
Super chat.
Greg Arias says,
we've got heads on sticks and I've got ventriloquists.
We've got heads on sticks and you've got ventriloquists. Thank you, Greg Arias. I agree. I'm not sure. All right, so what is this? Synthol. What do we got here?
Look at that. Synthol kid gets his arms drained.
So what is this? It's synthol may
refer to synthol Bodybuilding, a site enhancement oil, a bodybuilding substance, a mouthwash, a French brand of liquid. I don't know. But look at their body types. All of these who are supposedly on synthol. Look at their body type. They've got a thin waist.
It's like elephantitis. So it's some sort of. Oh my god! Look at this dude. We're totally off topic here, but who cares? This is fucking so weird. I kind of want arms like this guy. Oh my god. What is that? I don't know if I should fucking laugh or beat off. All right. I'm going to vomit. Oh my god, I'm going to fucking puke. I actually just got nauseous for a second.
Why?
I don't know. I got nauseous. You ever look at something and immediately makes you nauseous? That made me a little. All right. Let's a word from our sponsor. We got some fights this weekend and some interesting underdogs. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But Jesse, how can we place some tacos this weekend?
BetDSI. Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't drop tacos on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online tacoing and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMA and get up to 100% bonus match as well as 25 tacos as a welcome bonus today. BetDSI also offers taco options for everything including NFL, NCAA, football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all their major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. We play it there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to the fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI with link in the description using promo code MMA. We'll get some time 100% bonus offer as well as 25 tacos welcome bonus to make some extra tacos on the sports you know and love. It's only a game until you taco away that BetDSI.
Yeah, BetDSI. Promo code MMA hole.
Wonderful.
Double that money. Let's look over here real quick. I was taking a peek before we went live, and there are a couple things that stand out. Okay, your champion. There is a champion that is an underdog, and her name is Rose Namajunas. She's a plus 107 against Jessica Andrade. Now, when this fight was announced, I was all Andrade. I just, for some reason, the way Andrade has looked as of late, she looks fantastic. She looks heavily musculated, and I feel like she's running over all the ladies over here. But then I think about it, and I think about the JJ fight and how JJ just owned her in that title fight. Now, maybe Jessica wasn't ready at the time. Maybe she wasn't aware of how big of the situation was going to be when she stepped in there for a belt. But here she is again against Rose Namajunas, who mutilated Jessica Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So Rose at a plus 107 has me thinking. Has me scratching my head, Jesse. That might be an underdog to throw some tacos down on. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it at all.
I mean, she's the champion. She beat, Joanna was on fire. Nothing was stopping Joanna, and Rose with the plus 107. So if you want an underdog, that might be one to jump on. Another one over here, Donald Cerrone is a plus 107 against Iaquinta this weekend. A lot of people are picking Donald Cerrone in this fight. Might be something to throw on. Donald Cerrone over Al. We got a super chat over here. Angel.
Most, what fight made you the most money betting?
Made me the most money betting. I think it was the Roundtree fight. Was it the Roundtree fight? What was the one?
That is a good question.
I'm trying to think of which one made us the most money. I remember we were pretty fucking excited about the Roundtree. It might have been the Roundtree fight.
Or Usman?
Oh, yeah. Nope. I'm right. Yeah, she's right. Usman. Usman was the fight. That's why we're heavy on the tacos. Usman. I sit corrected. Yeah, Kamaru Usman over Tyron Woodley. That was the one. But, looking at these two, I think I'm picking Raging Al, right? I think Raging Al is going to win, but I'm biased. But at a plus 107, Donald Cerrone getting some juice. That might be something to look at. Jose Aldo against, another one over here. How about this fight? Aldo versus Volkanovski. Volkanovski's the underdog, plus 115. Volkanovski is a fucking savage.
So is Aldo.
Yeah, Aldo's been looking great as of late. But Volkanovski is a beast. You got some good unders.
That's a great
I tell you, man, check it out. BetDSI, link in the description. If you have some scratch that you want to, if you want to get some action going, there's some really good ones to look at over here. And we do have money. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The fighter that we're going to make the most money on, and people can laugh all they want, we bet on the plus 600, Jessica I. We pulled the trigger. T-Man coming in hot.
Last donation before I get a knock on the door from Brock and he kicks my ass. Anyway, look up a picture of a WWE wrestler called Rusev. That's our USCV. You'll
Rusev.
notice him and Mr. Hulk look like brothers, lol.
Rusev. All right, we'll look him up. What's his name? Rusev?
RUSCV.
Let's look him up. Rusev. All right, here he is. Now, who does he look like? He's a big dude. Big, hairy, burly guy. So he thinks that this guy looks like... He looks like the smaller brother of this guy. Is that who he's talking about? I mean, I could see the resemblance, right? Not elephantitis of the muscles, but I could see these two being related. Thank you, T-Man.
Thanks,
So,
T-Man.
T-Man is the best. Go subscribe to T-Man, the best DJ on the internet. He's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, Volkanovski is another one. Look, Ray Lopp says Volkanovski's going to murder Aldo. I mean, I tell you. BetDSI, link in the description. Go check it out for yourself. And let me know what underdog you're looking at out of the ones we picked over there.
You're really the best, Moss.
I really
don't know what this show would be without you.
What?
You're just the best. You can't get that anywhere else.
Wonderful.
All right, so what is the best underdog pick that you would pick out of these two? Now,
Holly
man.
Holm and Amanda Nunes
Holly
are a great
Holm.
one.
Ah, fuck.
Never
There's
mind.
so many juicy ones. All right, so we put money on Jessica I, right? And we might pull the trigger on the Holly one too. But we do already have money on Jessica I, the plus 600. I know Valentina Shevchenko's a beast and now she's going to murder, but plus 600 I couldn't ignore. All right, what is the best bet? Okay, let me ask the chat. This should be good over here. Holly Holm as an underdog. Okay, you listening, friends? Rose Namajunas as an underdog, or Volkanovski as an underdog? Let me know in the chat. There's a couple others we could look at too. But out of those, who would you put your money on? Volkanovski against Aldo, Nama Yunez over Andrade or Holly Holm over Amanda Nunes. Out of that group, what would you choose, Jess?
Fuck.
Who would be your guaranteed underdog that you would pick? They're voting in the chat. Well, you got, I mean, if you think about it, Rose has been on fire. Now, she's been out of the cage for a minute.
I don't know. I mean, Rose, yeah, it's easy to say Rose is going to win. I mean, Andrade has been a beast lately. Look at what she did to Kovacevic. I mean, this girl is on fire right now. Fuck, man.
Rose, a lot of Holmes.
I like Holm Nunez because it's the bigger underdog. Like, they're further apart, you know? So I do like that, but that's such a fucking risky bet. Those two are savages.
All right, so there's no Volkanovski. So it looks like the chat is between Rose and Holly Holm. That's what the chat's saying over here. A lot of Hollies. And Holly Holm is a plus 259 against Andrade, which is understandable. Andrade is a beast. But I like the preacher's daughter in that one, too. I love the unders that are coming up. I really love it. This is some good stuff over here. Check it out for yourself. Link in the description.
You can't stop
Real.
Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Real.
That hairy muscle man was swell as fuck. I bet he has a little penis and scrotum like I do. Maybe one day we can meet each other and touch our tiny penis heads together. Hey holes, I'm famous now for trolling YIFK fighters and not at all pathetic. Boo.
He wants to touch penis heads.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Real. All right, so there you go. Let's move on. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter. We're live all over the place, and we're live on the MMAholes.com. Did we finish the story on this guy? Is there anything else that we need to talk about? So he's gonna fight where? Where is this guy fighting?
Oh shoot! I just closed the article.
So open it. What the fuck?
Just scroll a little. No, scroll up. There you go. Okay.
The Iranian Hulk. 446. Jesus Christ.
Oh, he didn't say where. He just posted that he was accepting his first professional fight.
Well, where are they going to... I mean, I'm assuming this is going to be like a Japan thing, right? I mean, how heavy is he? Instagram to...
390 pounds.
He's 390 pounds. Yeah, so they're going to have like a super heavyweight deal with this dude. I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on him. This is a circus I would like to follow. All right. Let's see what else we got here. What is this? More broccoli news?
No, it's the same. Just scroll past it. That's just the same of what we've been talking about.
Well, if you're jumping in and you missed the beginning of the show, Brock Lesnar's running for his life. He's retiring from the UFC. He's like, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm going to retire. I predict he will be back in the WWE in some way, shape, or form. So you're not going to be done with the broccoli. That's what I'm saying. All right, Jess, what else do we have in the news on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday?
According to MMAnews.com, Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic 2 in works for UFC 241 in August.
Oh, by the way, before you get into the story, a couple of things here. Let me just throw a couple of things out there. Triton fights. I see people dropping Triton fights in the chat. Now, this is not official yet, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Okay, we have a phone call tomorrow. Maybe, just maybe, it could be possible that Triton fights... Should I put some dramatic music on? What? Or don't talk about it. Do you not want me to talk about it? If you don't want me to, if you chicken shit, and you don't want me to talk about it, just say you don't talk about it.
I'm no chicken.
You ready? Should we talk about it? I don't know. Should we talk about it, Jesse?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna fucking talk about it. Here's the deal. Tomorrow we have a phone call with a friend, Triton Fights, and they're an awesome promotion. They treat us like gold over there. We like what they do. They have a great live show. And they have a good production. So this may be in the works, friends. Okay? Not guaranteed, but this may be in the works. The MMAholes.com might be the home. The MMAholes.com might be the new home of the Triton Fights preliminaries.
Wonderful.
I like to make it like very dramatic and then just drop it. We might be the home of the Triton Fights prelims over there. Their main card is on Bleacher Report for free, but we may be the home for Triton Fights prelims. So there you go. Let me know in the chat if you're down to watch Triton Fights for free on the MMAholes.com. Drop some ones in the chat if you're down for that shit. Drop it in the chat. We got that phone call tomorrow. We'll let you guys know. But what would you like to see? Would you like to see some MMA on the MMAholes.com for free? Let us know with the ones. Let us know with the ones. Let us know. Jesse, I see ones. Not on this, but they're coming in. Oh, there they are. Look at that, Jesse. Ones. Wow, looks like the MMA holes are saying yes, sir. There is a massive delay on our little chat over here.
Restream. Hashtag restream.
Yeah, we're broadcasting multiple places over here, so there is a little bit of a delay. But yeah, look at that. The MMA holes would like to see it. So
that's right.
We'll see. That's a lot of peeps. That'll be fun to do the Triton Fights prelims over there. See what happens. Maybe we'll get the fucking main card. Who knows? I would love to do multiple organizations. We travel around. We broadcast the fights. One-stop shop. TheMMAholes.com. Angel.
Most JBH is really in love with you.
I know.
Eyes never lie.
It's true.
Let's take a look. Examine this. Hold on a second. We're going to look at Jesse real quick. All right, that's Jesse, in case you didn't know. Is our eyes lying? Should I keep it like that for now on? All right, Jesse. All right, are they lying? Let me know in the chat. Do you see any lying in her eyes? Were you supposed to look into the chat? There you go. Is she lying? Hold on. Okay, take a look into the camera, Jesse. All right, let us know in the chat. Are JBH's eyes lying? Are JBH's eyes lying? Does she love me? Or is it a facade and she just wants me for my little apartment and no money and terrible sense of humor? Is that the reason why she's with me? Because she loves me for
For your what?
I don't know. I ran out of things to say.
For my...
I think you're in the screen now. That's good enough, right? You're in there?
What?
What? Why what?
Now it's all messed up.
It's not messed up.
Super chat.
Super chat. Shifra.
The website looks like Kevin from Chicago made it.
Fuck you. All right, here's the deal, motherfuckers. For the people that missed us in the beginning of the stream, by the way, the website's fucking badass. The problem is you can't log in. And if you're logged in,
literally the biggest problem.
It's ridiculous.
Everything else is completely functional except for that. It's like it's the most frustrating thing. Imagine everything on your website's functional, and you know a lot of people would enjoy being there, but you can't log in.
So here's the deal. Let me just show you what you can do on this website. Once we have it completely functional, you're gonna love it. All right. So there's a wall. It's very much like Facebook, complete social media. By the way, the memes dropped on over here. You can check those things out on the MMAholes.com. You have a profile. This is fucking the best, man. It's the fucking best. You click on your fucking profile. Look at this. You can check it out. This is, you go to your stream, right? It drops down, and this is Mystic Moss's profile. It's the back of my head. I don't know why it's like that, but there it is. It's the back of my head. And you can see everything that I posted over here. You can message me. You can message each other. You can have little side communities. There's so much shit you can do on this website.
I love that. I love that back of the head thing.
Yeah.
It's great because it's so mysterious. It's like
It's like, well, they see this side all the time, so I'm like, why don't you see my other side?
It's actually kind of cool. If you
Show
made
the other
it,
side.
if you made it a black and white silhouette picture, it would look really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna fix it up, guys. Don't worry. We are. Trust me. We literally. It's probably why I went to the hospital yesterday. I'm not going to lie. It is so stressful trying to get all this shit going. Jessie is doing whatever she can. We will get this thing running, and I promise you that this place, everyone's going to be hanging out over there. Guaranteed. We are live over there. There's the live chat, little EPO going on over there. So thank you to the people who have checked it out. We have a lot of different things to check out over here. See this drop bar? You can go to each one of these things and check it out for yourself. I'm not going to fucking hold your hand. Do it yourself, you lazy cunts. All right. Let's get back into the news, Jesse. We don't have all night for this. You know,
Right.
this
Well,
website
we do.
already is good. It's just going to be better.
Yeah.
What else do we have, Jess, in the news?
Okay. According to MMAnews.com, Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic 2 is in the works for UFC 241 in August. The rematch between Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic is nearly a done deal, with the fight expected to take place at UFC 241 on August 17th in Anaheim, California. Sources close to the situation confirmed the news on Tuesday following an initial report from ESPN. While bout agreements haven't been signed, all indications are that the fight will be official sooner rather than later. Cormier versus Miocic 2 came together in a quick order after former UFC heavyweight champ Brock Lesnar decided he was no longer planning to return to fighting and instead would remain retired from competition. Lesnar was initially expected to face Cormier in his first fight back, but now those plans have been scrapped. Instead, Miocic will get his long-awaited opportunity to avenge the loss he suffered to Cormier by first-round knockout in their initial meeting last July. Prior to the loss, Miocic had defended the heavyweight title on 3 occasions, the longest reign in UFC history, and he believed a rematch against Cormier was warranted. Miocic hasn't fought since that fight with Cormier, while the reigning heavyweight champion last competed in November of 2018 when he defeated Derek Lewis to defend his title. Since then, Cormier has been dealing with a nagging back injury that prevented him from competing, but August has long been the targeted date for his return. Cormier versus Miocic 2 is now targeted to take place at UFC 241 in Anaheim, California on August 17th.
I want to see this fight because, the way it ended, the way it went down, and Stipe kind of feels like, he just got clipped and that's it, He feels that DC got lucky. Some people are saying Stipe was winning the fight. The fight didn't really go long enough for us to even have a winner in that fight. It was a good one to watch for what we saw. Daniel Cormier cracks him, one of our biggest reaction streams ever, because we're DC fans over here. I like Stipe too, but his street value has kind of dropped from me, not as a person. I think he's a good person. I just think he was kind of a lame champ. It kind of sucks if you look what he did at heavyweight. No fighter has done what he did at heavyweight, and to be completely bored by a champion. Like, think about it. Stipe Miocic has the longest winning streak as a heavyweight, yet no one gives a fuck. That's terrible. It really is terrible. He deserves this rematch, and I'm glad he's getting it. But
I worry about Cormier.
What do you worry about?
Because Cormier's been undergoing a lot of pain lately, and this isn't this needs to be fixed. This is gonna bother me.
All right, what do you want me to do?
It's too big.
All right, how about I make you like this?
Sure.
How about that?
All right.
Don't worry, I got you.
Why do you? Okay.
Don't worry, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
No bigger. That's good. That's
all
great.
Right.
Yeah.
But then look at me. Too big.
No,
I'm right up on my. I'm all up on my grill. Now you're a little Jesse. All right, fine, good. No one wants to see me. They want to see more of you.
He's been complaining about injuries and pain and stuff lately, so I worry that, especially with his back, that down, in August, like he's supposed to fight, maybe it gets worse. Maybe his condition gets worse, and he doesn't have that ability to fight as well as he did against Stipe last year.
Okay, so what are you worried about? I'm sorry, I zoned out. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I just a lot going on in my head.
He gives me so much shit for zoning out.
I just did not pay attention. Listen, it happens all the time with you. I'm being honest with you. I did a typical guy thing there. They listen to you, and thank God this community listens to you. I just zoned out. So you're saying you're worried about DC because of what? I'm sorry. I literally, it's not that I don't care.
I'm just worried that DC's condition's going to worsen when it comes to his pain and his back and everything else, and that might hinder his ability to fight as good against Stipe as he did last year.
All right. I'm not worried about how he's going to fight here. He is getting older. I think this is his retirement fight. I think this is it. Unless, John Jones beats Santos, he beats Stipe, and then they make that big super heavyweight fight, the third time's a charm type deal. But I kind of think that this is it for DC. Yeah, I think it's it. I think we're going to see the last of DC here. He's going to fight Stipe. He's going to get the win or the loss and then ride off into the sunset. That's it. Why are you laughing now? What?
You're just funny. I
am a hysterical man. What do you think in the chat? What do you think? Daniel Cormier versus Stipe number 2. Are you happy about this? Are you bummed? I have to say, selfishly, I don't know why I wanted to see Brock Lesnar and Daniel Cormier rolling around on the mat. Like I don't know. I just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to happen, and thank God it didn't, right? For the true fans. But for a knucklehead like me, I'm kind of like, I wanted to see it. Did you not want to see it?
Yeah, I did.
The ratings would have been through the roof.
But for a cringe value, not for... Yeah.
I'm down with that. Well, it's not even cringe. I mean, Brock was a champ. Now, does he deserve a title shot? No, he doesn't. But he was a champion.
It is a little bit of a cringy fight.
I mean, I don't know. See, I don't think that's a cringy fight. Now, I'm going to say it because of it. Is the fight supposed to happen? No. But he did win a belt, and he did get a fast track to that belt. He has a wrestling background. He can fight, and he's been in some crazy fights.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. So no, that's not cringy to me. Maybe it happening at this stage of the game, skipping the line. I guess you could say that's cringy, but as a fight, no, I don't think that is. What's cringy? CM Punk is cringy.
Agreed.
Or Mickey Gall getting a finger stuck up his ass by Diego Sanchez, the Dirty Sanchez. That's cringy over there.
Agreed.
That's
okay.
Cringy.
Yeah.
This is not cringy to me.
Point.
But what do you say in the chat? What do you think?
Tin Man Bigfoot Tracker says, "Hey knucklehead, cheers." Reefer on the fridge says Brock is done because he can't lose his picograms. Post Reloaded, if I'm unblocked, I should be able to get through tonight.
What is he blocked? I don't know. He sent a message. What are you blocked from, Pulse? I honestly don't even know. Is his phone number blocked? And if your phone number was blocked, you were being a complete penis. Like, we only blocked.
Yeah, we don't block phone numbers.
Like, I mean, you were being such a penis where it's just like, all right, this is fucking stupid. So I don't think you were doing that, but if that's the case, it sucks for you. Get a fucking new number. It takes 2 seconds. Not a regular. It's so easy to put in another phone number in there. You can call from anywhere. Why the hell would we block you? We don't hate you. Manny C.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Or Maniac.
Stipe felt he was clearly winning the fight until the eye poke. He stated that once his eye got poked, it completed messed up how he keeping his range, and Daniel then took over.
There was, he did get poked in the eye, but it wasn't like, I don't think that was the game changer. I really don't. It was funny, though, because if you think about it, DC complaining about Bones, poking him, and then boom, boom, DC did poke him. I do remember that. And maybe it did. Maybe that was the game changer. I wasn't in the cage, so I wouldn't know. But, man, I still think in this rematch, I still got to go with DC. I still got to go with DC. Take nothing away from Stipe. Stipe is a beast and still holds that streak. But I'm still going to have to go with DC. What do you say in the chat?
Bark Jackson says, cock blocked. Chrome to your dome. Yeah, shorter people back problems aren't as bad as they are for someone who is taller like his teammate Kane. I already read Mark Jackson. Boss Coker says, Jessica G, that's an option in settings. DB Cooper's money bags, definitely 2 joints. Rick Grimes says, DC, I poked him on the way in to the clinch, too. 2 Joints says Dana's ugly tomato head's awful. 2 Joints says this new dono voice is beyond AIDS. Manny C says DC and HDC for me. Drunk Savage says DC will get the win again.
So it looks like a lot of people. We'll throw a poll up there when the fight gets closer, but we'll definitely throw. I was gonna throw one up tonight, but I want to wait until the fight gets a little bit closer to see who you guys and gals have. I can't remember the last time. I can't remember. Oh, we didn't have the ability to do polls then. I picked DC, but listen, when it comes to Daniel Cormier or Derek Lewis, that's typical fan, or Conor McGregor, same thing. I go fan mode with those guys. Uriah Hall's another one. Some people are like Uriah Hall. I just like the guy. I go fan mode. That's the difference between this channel and a lot of other channels. Some other media out there won't make the picks. Oh, I don't do picks and this and that. We make our picks here. And it happens. We get them right. We get them wrong. It is what it is. But we'll tell you, hey, listen, I'm a fan of that person. I couldn't pick with DC versus Lewis. You just knew what was going to happen. I just didn't want to throw it out there. I just left that one alone. But that was the only one I did that to. All right, let's move on, Jess. Okay. There's more news, and it has to do with an Italian, a paisan, a ginzaloon. But before we get into this, Jesse, I need some relaxation.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I know the right place for you.
I went to the hospital yesterday, if you're just jumping in. I was in the hospital. I spoke to a doctor, Jesse.
Yeah.
I thought I was dying. When I spoke to this doctor, and multiple doctors, I mentioned CBD. And he said there's nothing wrong with CBD. It helps. If you have anxiety, CBD is the way. Now, panic attacks is a whole nother animal. And I had that yesterday. But if you are anxious, it works. And the doctor yesterday told me it works. And fucking donation, what are you doing? I'm talking. 3 needles in your ass.
There is no build-up or hype for these upcoming fights. I felt more excitement beating up alcoholic Indians on their own reservations. I'm not sure what's worse and more smelly. A TP Indian or a dot-head Indian. One's in the chat for dot-heads.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Jeez, that's incredibly racist. By the way, I got lit on fire for dropping the N-word before. It was within my bit. You know, like people are like, oh my God, I'm done. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, here's the deal. And that donation was ridiculous. None of it is fucking, just please. I have to say this over and over again. If you get offended by the stupidity, whether it's a racial joke or about a midget or about anything, guys, or about horrible birth defects or cancer or AIDS, it's all in good fun. We're only fucking around here. None of us wish any harm on anybody here, okay? And if someone in the chat is a knucklehead and goes too far, we're not backing that up. You know what I'm saying? So please, to the fucking tight asses that can't take a joke or get offended by everything, leave now. To the 100 people hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Only the strong survive on the MMA holes. All right, and thank you for that donation over there. All right, so, and by the way, the build-up to some of these fights, like that donation did say, there is no juice. You got Khabib versus Poirier, which is an interesting matchup. A zero juice. Dustin Poirier is like, location sent. Khabib is like, okay, we got a unified belt. That's going to be the shittiest lead up to a fight ever.
Yeah, I agree about that.
What is a fight that you can think about right now?
Unless
Daniel
Poirier
Cormier versus...
unless Poirier can pull out some serious shit talking, I have a feeling
Nope.
it's you might be right. It'll be a slow lead up.
The lead up to that fight's going to be ass. The fight's great. I'm down for the fight. Lead up is going to suck. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe. Put a bullet in my head now. I don't even... just skip the lead up.
I think they might be able to hype their fight because Stipe was going back and forth with Cormier after he lost his belt. He was going back and forth saying, you know, that he was ready for a fight with Cormier, and Cormier kind of, you know, fired back by saying that Stipe's never fought since he lost his belt and all this shit. So I think that if they play their cards correctly, it could be a good hype to
Nope,
the fight.
it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. DC has a couple of good zingers here and there. Stipe, you can't get anything going with the guy. He's a great fighter, but his lead up is ass. CHOO, safe zone.
Wish harm? Crazy. I don't wish harm on anyone. I'm trying to prevent harm. Have you ever been within 5 feet of a dot head? You feel like you want to puke up your kidney. That body odor curry smell is the worst. Way worse than a dirty chink.
All right, so there you go. By the way, some people need to bathe. I don't care what color skin or anything. Some people just need to bathe. You know, there are certain foods, even Italians with the fucking garlic. Like the other day, Jessie smelled the garlic on me. I thought if she was a vampire, she would have burst into flames. Like us paisans, you know, that half Italian in me, we fucking stink. We're put broccoli rabe and shit. You walk in the house, you want to die. Filipinos, the worst food ever. Forget it. I can go on and on about this. There was a fight that we saw at Triton Fights. One guy walked into the cage. I wanted to go in the cage and have them beat me up from the smell. It was horrible. I felt like I was taking the punches. Anyway, thank you for the racist donations. Here we go. This picture over here, lead up to a fight. What about this one, Jesse? What about this lead up over here?
That's good. That's enticing.
Jorge Masvidal firing back saying, you're right. Drugs are bad, kids. And here's Ben Askren showing off a little skin with a belt around his shoulder. So Jorge, Ben Askren, you think that's going to be a juicy lead up?
Yeah.
Nope. No.
No, I do.
Masvidal sucks when it comes to trash talking. He's more with the fist. Now Ben Askren can make it cringy. You know what's going to be a good lead up? You know what's going to be a good lead up?
What?
You know what's going to be a good lead up? Colby Covington. Marty Usman.
Bleh.
It's going to be a good lead up. And it's going to be all thrown on the shoulders of Colby Covington. And we're going to have interest in this because that whole fucking EPO shit that Real is bringing up. I have a feeling we're going to be so invested. I think Real has thrown us on his shoulders and made us more invested. That will be fun. Now, is there a fight set in stone yet? No. We don't even know when these two... There needs to... Please, make that fight happen. I need to see the fight. I think that's the only thing we get to look forward to as cringy hype. That's the fight. Other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing right now. Super chat. Jews have the smartest sperm.
You are wrong. Nothing is worse than a dot head.
Nothing is worse than a dot head. All right. What do you mean by dot head, though? Explain that. I'm not sure. I don't know what a dot head is. I don't know. Is that someone that, like, when you put a scope, put it on there? I don't know what a dot head is, Jesse. Do you know what a dot head is? No clue. Is it like a Dalmatian? I don't know what they're talking about. All right. So I think that's the fight. That's going to be cringy, a good lead up to it. Let me know in the chat what fight is going to be juicy led up to. Now, there are good fights that we spoke about inside the cage, but what is that fight that's going to get you amped up? Let's run to the pay-per-view. How quick can I buy this thing? ESPN Plus. What is your fight? Got a good fight this weekend, but the lead up's going to suck.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I do think Usman Covington might be one of the best.
And Usman is not because of Usman. But COLBY can do enough to make that thing interesting.
Unless Conor fights soon. That's always a great lead up.
You know what? I'm wrong. Conor's, it's a layup. But Usman and Woodley.
Whittaker Adesanya. Adesanya talks shit.
What?
Yeah,
that's going to suck. The fight's going to be good, but the fucking lead up? Oh,
I think that
kill
that
me
could
now.
Be good.
It's going to suck. Now, Usman with Woodley, when they had that cringy exchange at the press conference,
yeah,
I was in. I wanted to see that over the Jones-Smith fight. I was like, that's the fight. So Usman is good. Cringy. But you mix him with Colby Covington, there's our cringe.
Yeah.
What Lewis versus Hardy. Lewis is interesting, but who's he fighting?
Hardy tries to talk shit, but he's not. It's weird with him. I was watching that interview with the schmo that he had leading up to this recent fight that he had in Fort Lauderdale, and it's just weird. Like, I don't think he fully has grasped.
Hold on.
What?
Two Joints says Adesanya fights like Ralph Macchio.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. That was good. All right, good. Back to your thought. Sorry about that. He fights like Ralph Macchio. Might be the line. That might be the one tonight. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
No, don't do that. Ah. No, think. We're talking about cringy. What are we looking forward to? What's the lead up that you want to see? What do we got, Jess? Help us out. What's the fight you want to see? What is the cringy?
Oh, I was saying I don't think that Hardy's fully grasped the idea of how shit talk kind of goes in MMA. So I don't think he's going to be very cringy for a while.
All right. What does the chat say? Now, I'm not talking about what is like the best fight inside the cage, the lead up, the press conferences. What is the fight that you want to see that you're most amped about? There are not many fights to pick from. Not many at all. USADA. Let's see what USADA says.
Marty versus COLBY would have the best fight hype, but that fight is not happening. Soon news will break that Usman is popped by USADA. He is in hiding right now for a reason. That's my prediction. I'm a slut from the USADA front office. Legit source.
There we go. That's someone from USADA. He's not hiding though. Usman just put a post up. Hold on, let me see. That's not it. Let's see. Usman. Where's Marty? All right, let's see. Here he is. He just put this thing up. Now, you notice he has a lot of clothes on so he can hide all the muscles so no one can see the EPO marks, right? I don't know. Well, this is 12 hours ago. So that's the most recent thing. Did he write anything? What's going on here? Why can't we? I can't go down. Look.
Oh, weird.
Is comments disabled?
Maybe he.
I feel like I'm disabled.
He disabled his comments?
Fuck? Hold on a second. Maybe it's Maybelline.
No, look, it says there's 107 comments.
What the fuck? Oh, here we go. So my screen is not big enough. So I got to stretch the screen out a little bit and you can see the comments. There it is. All right. So yeah. So he says, I'm addicted to the grind, Jesse. And then he has 5-pound weights in his hand.
Wonderful, wonderful.
He didn't disable comments,
He's
by the way.
punching them.
No, he's like, I'm addicted to the grind. And then he puts a picture of him in 3-pound weights.
Yeah, but he's punching them.
Now, keep in mind, I am not an Usman basher. That's not what I'm here to do. I am an Usman supporter. So, Marty, if you're watching this, which I know you are, you're a good friend of the show. You love us. But I'm a big supporter. I think that you're going to hold on to the strap for a long time. I picked you to beat Tyron Woodley. But you're addicted to the grind, and you put a fucking picture up of you with 3-pound weights. I don't know, Marty. I don't know how that works. I don't know. So let's see in the chat. What do you think about Usman? I see Marty EPO man says Drunk Savage. Usman is clean. No EPO says Ricardo. DE says Marlon Moraes versus gold medal may have nice pre-flight hype or pre-fight hype because Marlon seems to legitimately hate gold medal. So that's DE. 2 joints. That's toxic. Masculinity talking. Consult your. Oh my God, Gillette dealer. That's crazy. All right. Let's see. The Chilean is here. What's up, Chilean? Now, Gonzalo, there's some speculation that Gonzalo is not from Chile. We need confirmation. Some people say you're not from Chile. Some people say it's fake news. Michael Anzalone says, the MMA holds, what about Till versus Perry as a good lead-up? If they make that fight, yes, that would be a good lead-up. We need something, though. Right?
We should open the phone lines and see what people think.
Should we? All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Fuck it.
Let us know what your...
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we open the phone lines, and we will open those phone lines, we have a donation coming in. Thank you for the donation. And I got to talk about something. Very important. Very important. Jesse.
How important?
Super chat. Life and Logic just donated.
JBH, you have beautiful cat eyes.
Ooh.
Oh.
You have pussy eyes, JBH.
Oh, thank you.
Well, fun fact, Jesse is half woman and half alley cat. So I was talking about the doctor saying that CBD is good for you. It does help with anxiety, and we have something for you. The greatest place to get that CBD and the best discount. Timeless CBD.
Timeless CBD sees a gap in the industry between quality and affordability. This is a CBD company that strives to make top-notch products at prices people can afford. All of Timeless CBD's products are carefully handmade at their facility. Each and every batch is third-party tested. Visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description below and get your hands on only the best CBD products, such as full-spectrum oils, gummies, pain salves, freezes, BCAAs, and more. Use promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, for up to 20% off of your entire order. We use Timeless CBD and we haven't felt this good in years. We recommend Timeless CBD to anyone seeking numerous treatments for different conditions. Once again, visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description below and promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, and get up to 20% off of your entire purchase.
That's right, 20% off.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, Timeless CBD, link in the description. 20% off is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And we use that product all the time. A little Timeless CBD over here. Check it out. Put it under your tongue and chillax. We have a whole bunch of different products. Well, they have a whole bunch of different products over there, and it is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, before we open up the phone lines, check this out. We're on Twitch, and there are some comments over there on Twitch, and it looks like someone's talking to themselves. What's going on, Jesse, in the Twitch comments?
Jessica G says, shout out, please. Jessica G, shout me out. Jessica G, shout me out, guys. Jessica G, stop not shouting me out. Jessica G, stop being so anti-Switch comments. Jessica G, give me a shout out. Jessica G, Twitch comments as well, not just Nintendo Switch.
There you go. So there you go. We're on Twitch as well. We have
Jessica G is going a little crazy.
There you go. And we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We are simulcasting, and we have 100 people hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
On the YouTubes. Thank you for joining us all over the world. All right, let's take some phone calls and see what the people have to say. We'll finish up with the news. We have 35 more minutes left in this full sexiness.
Dan says, still waiting for Jessie to sell her panties. Still waiting for someone to buy them.
Oh, boom.
Roasted.
Boom, roasted. You suck. Boom, roasted. All right. By the way, we were supposed to have the opponent of Dylan Dennis. We can't. We're too low ball to get Dylan Dennis on the show. So, and that's pretty bad if you can't get Dylan Dennis on the show. I never reached out to. I should reach out to Dylan. We got a follower on Twitch, Jess. How about that?
Dustin
Look at this cocksucker.
McCockoff.
Get it? A Dustin McCockoff. All right. 516-522-0267. Call up the MMA holes. Let us know your thoughts on Broccoli Lesnar. We got some more stories to get to as well. Your stories on anything that you want to talk about. What's the big fight that you're looking for? What the fuck? Stop.
I got it.
Everyone's calling at once, Jesse.
Oh, my God.
Who do we take?
I got it. 727, you're live with the MMA holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
What's going on, guys? It's Terminator. How you guys doing?
Doing quite swell, Tominator. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Wonderful.
So I just want to talk about the fight this weekend. I'm really hyped for it because my favorite fighter is Iaquinta. So, no, I'm hyped for that. You guys hyped for that?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
It's a good fight.
Yeah, who you guys picking? I mean, I think it's crazy for anyone to really pick Cowboy. I mean, he's so old and, you know.
Well, Cowboy is the underdog in the fight. It is close, though. And listen, I'm picking Al just because I got to touch him. And if I get to touch a fighter over another fighter, I pick that person. I touched Al. I rubbed his shoulder. We got to interview him. So I have to go with the man I touched. Jesse,
now you guys aren't gonna be putting out money on that fight, are you?
No, that is not one we're going to be placing some tacos on. No.
All right, now.
Go ahead.
I also want to talk about now. Everyone in your chat seems to like to talk about Marty talking about EPOs.
Okay.
Like my perfect, like if God exists, this would happen. Marty will get cracked for EPOs. He would be forced to relinquish the belt. Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington would fight for the belt, and Tyron Woodley would beat his ass because I'm also a huge Tyron Woodley fan.
All right. Okay. Not bad there.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Tominator.
All right.
Look at that. Good guy, Tominator. So he would like to see EPOs kick in. Marty gets stripped. Tyron Woodley comes back, and you finally get the Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley. The two that have trained. Would you rather see that fight, Jesse? Be a good build-up, right?
Yeah, I would.
Does it have the juice?
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
I'm going to go with... I didn't like T. Wood as a champ. I picked him over Till, and I like when he beat Till. I like that. I love that. I celebrated hard.
Yeah.
But no, I want to see Usman versus Covington. You got the whole thing with the megaphone in the crowd.
Right.
You got so much that you can use for that. The Woodley thing has the ship has sailed for me.
Yeah.
What's so funny? What you got, Jesse?
Go to the website.
Oh, the contract? Do you want to reveal that, though? I don't know. Do you want to reveal that? Because if we reveal the contract
I have
situation,
no idea who's doing it. I'm just saying it's funny.
All right. We'll give. All right. And thank you for the call, Tominator. We'll take some more calls in a second. The MMAholes.com, if you can get in, is a fun place, man. It really is. And I apologize for the people that can't get in yet, but we will fix that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, child. All right. So I'm going to click on this. Does it get any bigger? Oh, there we go. Let's see. It's a little blurry because apparently the gentleman that put this up doesn't have HD version of this file, but let's put it up over here. Actually, it's signed, Jesse. I don't know if we can show this legally, but okay. What is this, Jess?
It's a notice to cease and desist.
Very blurry. I need glasses for this.
Pulse Reloaded captioned, "Leave my crown alone and leave Brittany alone."
So what is this? I don't understand, Jesse. What does this mean?
I don't know. I just think it's funny.
Okay, so this is on the MMAholes.com. This is on our wall over there. And it's a notice cease and desist. Ceased and desist. Right? And there's a crown. And something's happening to his crown, apparently. I don't know. It's a mystery. Do you know why we're showing this, or we just move on?
I just thought it was funny.
Okay. Well, I guess inside joke. Maybe Pulse can help us out with that. I see Pulse's name on there. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, let's move on. Let's take some more calls. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. 516-522-0267. Get it on the lines. What do you think about the broccoli? What do you want to talk about? Go for it. Here's your chance to call us. We miss you. We love
Go
you.
for it.
See what the chat says. Oh, forget about the chat. Oh, fuck. Jesse, look what I did.
Oh, no.
I hit everything.
Uh-oh.
I hit everything.
Here we go.
Go for it.
224, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Oh, Jess, what's up? It's Roberto Lopez.
Hey, Roberto Lopez.
It's amazing. I didn't donate shit, and you guys put me on the show.
What?
Does that surprise you?
It does surprise me.
Okay.
Oh.
Get it out. What do you got?
What I got? I'm not dealing with this guy, Brock. I'm not dealing with Kevin of Chicago. He doesn't know more about MMA than I do. And neither does that other guy. That other dude who's very smart. That son of a bitch, Drunk Savage. That guy's a savage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with that dude. Don't mess with him online. Don't mess with his opinions. Because the guy knows what he's talking about, just like you, Moss. And just like you.
All right. Some cool. Thank you for the call.
Wow, I like this guy.
All right.
Oh, why'd
516.
you hang up on him?
Well, he had his time.
I liked him.
He doesn't donate. We got to get rid of him.
516.
Call back. 516-522-0267. And he says, listen, Drunk Savage, he knows what he's talking about. He does know what he's talking about over there.
Yeah.
That's Savage. Everyone knows what they're talking
Next
about,
time
right?
he calls, give him a chance. He's interesting to talk to. Could have made a bit out of him.
He made the bit out of himself. He'll call back. Guy, go for it.
DB Cooper.
Oh, shit. I fucking got on.
There we go.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Do you really want to watch fucking Brock Lesnar? I mean, seriously. Who wants to watch that fucking piece of garbage throw himself around the ring? Anybody?
I mean,
anybody?
I like the cringe, you know, like I like the entertainment value that comes with Brock Lesnar. I think regardless of the rankings, because the UFC doesn't really pay attention to that shit anymore, I think just entertainment value alone and business wise is a smart move as well. And I just find it interesting. It's a very fascinating fight to me.
So fuck the rankings entirely, right? Fuck everybody in the heavyweight fucking division. Just say, hey, this guy who's literally fought probably one time in the last fucking 3 years, 4 years. I mean, come on, man.
All right, so
I mean, just fucking up MMA all the way around with this shit, man.
What about the people that say hey, Stipe got knocked out in the first round, he doesn't deserve it? Like, they're saying that about Cyborg, which I think is crazy. What about the people that say that?
Well, listen, those people, right? They just
Wait, hold
want,
on.
they want their...
We got Real coming
DB,
up.
are you a dot head or feather cap Indian?
It's a good question. Real wants to know if you're a dot head or a feather cap Indian.
I fucking, dude, me and Real, we see each other in real life. I'm headbutting him right in his face.
There's going to be a line. There's going to be a headbutt line for that guy. All right.
Wait, I have an important question for DB. DB, what's going on? Why won't you go on the website? I spent so much time to give you guys a home.
Oh, listen, I did not call in to be fucking badgered here, okay?
just
I'm
hop
not
on
calling
then.
to be badgered.
All right,
You know?
leave the guy alone for God's sakes. We'll
All
talk
right,
about that another time.
I'll explain it. Look, I was on the live chat, right? Everything was cool. You guys gave me the fucking link to be on the live chat, right? It was working. And then this morning I woke up, smoked a fucking joint, and hit the little link to fucking go there. And then all of a sudden it was like kaboof. It won't let me back on the live chat. So fucking, what am I gonna do? You want me to fucking? I'm not gonna cry, bro. It's cool. I still love you guys.
Don't
you
cry.
know?
Don't cry, DB. We don't want you to cry.
There's no crying
Dude,
in
you don't
MMA.
want to see a big man cry. That shit's not cute at all. Nothing. Not even a little bit.
All right, so
but for real. No, for real though. Like what you were just saying, though, Mas. Though, to answer your question, I totally think that fucking Stipe deserves a fucking rematch, and I totally think that fucking Cyborg deserves a rematch. I do believe that she went in there, thought she was gonna fucking blow Amanda out, and then found out pretty quickly that Amanda's pretty skilled, despite looking like a fucking fat boy.
Despite looking like a fat boy.
That's true.
Dude, you see that bitch's cheeks? If you seen her from the neck up, you would say that is a fat Mexican kid.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Wait, it's not a fat boy?
Right?
A fat Mexican kid.
Oh, I thought it was, though. All right. Well, yeah, I think I agree with you
I
with the Cyborg thing. I really believe that Chris Cyborg. I mean, the girl, she's like a legend. This girl's a beast, and because she got knocked out in the first round, she should get that rematch. And if that is the case, Stipe should get the rematch too.
But I also thought that fucking Jose Aldo deserved a rematch against fucking Conor, dude. You know what I'm saying? The guy didn't get beat in fucking 10 years, and then he just shit on him like that. That's fucked up, right?
I definitely agree with that one. I think that Aldo could give a completely different performance if he was against Conor again. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking Brazilian. Fucking Conor got in his head, made him all fucking goddamn riled up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then he went in there, thought he was going to fucking blow Conor out, found out there was dynamite in that left hand, and then fucking, hey, you know, boom, he's fucking knocked out in 13 seconds. I mean, shit.
It would have been
fucked
interesting.
Up everybody since then, no?
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see that rematch, but that ship has sailed. So now it's like...
absolutely, but that's what I'm saying, dude. We're supposed to be a legitimate sport here, right? A legitimate sport. And then, dude, it's like a fucking circus 1 minute. Then the next minute they're following the fucking, like, you know, the guidelines. And then the next minute it's a circus again. Dude, they don't know what the fuck they want to be. They don't know whether they want to be pride fighting or fucking WWE. You know?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's turned into something. I mean, even if you look at Colby Covington, what he's doing over here, and he's winning to back it up, and that helps. But it is...
Oh, that does help, yeah. I mean, I can't stand that motherfucker, dude. If somebody dropped an anvil on his head, I would not feel bad about it in any way.
So who would you root for in the Marty fight? Usman or Covington?
Listen, I honestly like Marty. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know, man. I thought Woodley was going to fucking show up and do something. He didn't do shit. He got fucking molested.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Marty's a bad motherfucker, EPO or not, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that guy is a fucking beast.
I think it's a great fight, though. I really think Usman versus Covington.
I think it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, I really do.
I agree.
So
but
maybe
I mean, they're both looking to do the same thing, man. Control you against the fence, get you down, and I think that fucking Marty does way more damage on the feet, and he also does way more damage on the ground. Dude, 192 body shots to fucking Woodley. That guy was shitting his kidney the next morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was it was something else. All right, so what else you got on your mind?
I really want to be on the fucking site. I'm really going to have to contemplate making this fucking gay-ass fucking email unless you guys want to be a fucking couple of G's and then just fucking let me on the site without the fucking the email. That would be fucking superb. I'll jack you off and shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'll spit on my hand first and everything, Moss. You know, I'll be nice, bro.
That sounds like a good idea.
I mean, theoretically, if it means getting DB Cooper on the website, I will not do this for anyone else. But if it means getting you on the website, I could make you a user account.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. So what we can do, and let's hold off because we still are going through login problems. So it's not just...
I know you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's why I wasn't stressing it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put you guys under pressure. You're having heart attacks over here and shit. Nigga. I mean, there's things happening, bro. You know? I don't want you guys to die. You know?
I'm gonna drop dead because this fucking hellhole.
There's fucking way too many fucking good phone calls to come, son. Well, I'm about to fucking meet you on the 31st. There's fucking good things happening, dude.
That's right.
You know?
All right, well,
I might feed you a pop brownie and get you all silly on the show.
Oh, forget it. Then I'm definitely going to the hospital. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. That's a big event, though. Nick Newell's going to be on the card. That's going to be a great. Yeah,
I know. I definitely, dude. I am fucking there with my bells on, and if you actually want me to wear bells, you tell me now, because I'm fucking wearing those shits.
All right. Actually, I would like to see him with bells. What do you say, Jess?
Sure.
All right, Cooper with the bells.
All right, I'm wearing them on my balls, though. I got to pull my dick out to jingle them. I'm just saying.
All right, well, you got to do what you got to do. All right. All right, thanks for the call, DB.
All right, man. Peace, brother.
DB.
Oh, my
DB
God.
calling in.
He's going to pull his dick out to jingle him.
That's a good card. It's a good card, though. It is it's going to be fun. CES. We're going to be taking a break. What is it? The end of May. And then we come right back. We're going to be doing the CES event. John Gotti's coming back into the cage. Nick Newell is fighting for the first time ever in CES. A lot of big fucking fights on that card. It is in Connecticut. If you're on the East Coast, I highly advise you to mark your calendar. What's the date for that?
super
I'll look for that. As Jeremiah coming in.
Just needed to donate. Mad love.
Yes!
Aw, Jeremiah.
Thank you, Jeremiah. That was very kind of you, and that goes towards my hospital funds. I thank you very much for that.
No joke.
All right, here we go.
Everything tonight goes towards his hospital funds.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get spanked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to the hospital when I see the bills. Let's see. May. And wow, it's May already. This is insane. Was it the 31st or the 24th? No, it's the 31st.
What the fuck happened to Justin Sumter? Justin Sumter's going to be on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series in July, so stay tuned because we will be covering that.
Listen to this. The Fort, like Mystic One predicted, he will get a second chance in the Contender Series. Mystical pick. He will fight again, and we've seen this happen in previous episodes of the Contender Series.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have the date for the Fort. We've seen guys get knocked out their first time around, boom, come back, big win, contract. Fort still has a chance to be in the UFC. I cannot wait for that. William Knight, friend of the show, champion, local champion, William Knight. The OGs will remember this guy. He's fighting in the Contender Series. And a guy named Richie Santiago, who was on this show literally when we started. Literally. I mean, William Knight was one of the guys. Justin Sumter was one of the guys. Richie Santiago is a guy that I ran into at Premier FC, I think it was 24 or something. And I didn't know anything about this guy. And 6 fights later, or 7 fights later, this dude has strangled majority of his opponents. He is fantastic. You got to check out Richie Santiago. Will be on the Contender Series as well. So we got some people that we're very interested in, and we'll give you the knowledge of the East Coast people that are coming out. Okay, so I was looking for the Fort, right? When is the Fort fighting? I think I marked this down. Okay, Justin Sumter will be fighting. You ready for this? July 9th. July 9th, the Fort will be on the Contender Series. For those of you who don't know who Justin Sumter is, our first pro fighter ever on the show, friend of the show, the Fort, lost against Ian Heinisch the first time, viciously lost, and Ian's a fucking beast. He's coming back. What do you think, Jesse?
I'm excited.
Will he win?
Yes.
Will he be in the UFC?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes!
All right, let's get that contract. Let's see what the chat says. Will the Fort be victorious?
Whew.
What's going on, Jess? What's going on? You hot?
It's like stuffy in here.
It is hot in
here.
here.
It's hard to breathe in here.
So why don't you open the old fucking door over there, Jesse?
It's open. I did open
the old fucking door is open. When did you do that?
About an hour ago.
All right, well, we got a couple more minutes left in the show. Let's get back into the news. JPH gives the finest of news. This is the MMAholes.com. We'll get this thing running perfecto very soon. But let's see. What else do we have?
I love you. End of news.
Scrolling through, Jesse.
According to BJPen.com, Paulie Malignaggi finds Conor McGregor mural and disrespect ensues.
What? Yes, all right.
2
let's see what
joints.
we
had caprese chicken with sweet potatoes and roasted Brussels sprouts.
All right.
Okay. Paulie Malignaggi and Conor McGregor share one of the most high-profile beefs in combat sports. Given the animosity between the retired boxer and the former 2-division UFC champ, it should come as no surprise that Malignaggi has had an interesting reaction when he encountered a McGregor-inspired mural out in the world. As he walked past this mural, Malignaggi was asked how he feels about McGregor. He responded by spitting on the mural. See it in the video that I provided on Instagram.
All right, so we're going to watch Paulie Malignaggi do something horrific. Now, we found out this mural is in California, right? This is where this mural is at. I don't know why they have a Conor McGregor mural in California. That doesn't make any sense. It is in
Santa Monica, California.
Yeah, so why? I think there's a lot of gays there.
There's a lot of murals.
All right, a lot of gays. Let's see. Here's Paulie. Hey, it's me, Paulie. I'm walking.
Wait, you didn't hear him ask?
Yeah, this guy right here.
Oh!
Watch out, he might end up in the hospital again.
Actually, that's how I came into this guy, Paulie, I got to give him this. He is sucking off the McGregor tit. Like, I mean, everything he does has to do with McGregor, and good for him.
I mean, we're talking about
him.
I
mean, no one would be talking about Paulie. Let's watch it again. Oops, what the fuck just happened here?
Just play it.
Nope. Jesse, I know what I'm fucking.
It says watch again on Instagram.
I know. I don't want to watch it on Instagram. I watch it here because I just cropped it perfectly. And I guess I got to fucking recline. Oh, my God, Instagram. How dare you? Look at this, Jesse. Instagram just ruined everything. The fuck?
You can leave it there. It should be fine.
You think we'll see it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this works. We'll get a closer look as Instagram just fucked me. That's annoying.
Yo, what do you think about this? This guy? Yeah, this guy right here.
Oh! I like, yo, what do you think about this? Yo, what do you think about this?
Yeah, this guy right here.
Oh! We got it right on his beard, Jesse. Right on his beard. Let's watch it again.
This guy? Yeah, this guy right here.
What the fuck? Is that news?
Polly.
I don't know. I guess that's news. Oh, boy. What do you think about that, Jess? What do you think?
I think he's just looking for publicity, and he got it because we're talking about it. So,
He's like,
congratulations, Polly.
He's sucking off the teat. What else we have in the news?
All right, according to MMA Junkie, ex-UFC fighter, or ex-UFC champ, sorry, Carla Esparza welcomes Joanna Jędrzejczyk rematch and says it would be a much different fight. Former strawweight champ Carla Esparza admits she's put a lot of pressure on herself moments before walking out to the octagon at UFC on ESPN Plus 8. She said, quote, when I was in the locker room, like, shoot, I've never come off 2 losses before. I've never had 2 losses in a row, so for me, that third one, I kept telling myself you cannot lose this fight no matter what. I was willing to go in there and go through anything to get that win. Esparza's mental approach worked out in the end. She defeated newcomer Virna Jandiroba that past Saturday at BB&T Center in Sunrise, Florida, to snap a 2-fight losing streak. As Esparza mentioned, the victory meant she avoided the first 3-fight skid of her career. Back in the win column, Esparza said now is all about rebuilding her momentum toward a title shot. She's realistic about the fact that she's not close, but also knows that in her division specifically, she's not that far off either. Esparza won the inaugural UFC strawweight title in December 2014 by submitting current champ Rose Namajunas after the two competed on the Ultimate Fighter 20. 3 months later, Esparza lost the belt to Joanna Jędrzejczyk via TKO. Speaking of which, if a title shot isn't immediately on the horizon, Esparza definitely would love the opportunity to get that one back with Jędrzejczyk.
Esparza versus Jędrzejczyk 2. Does anyone care? Yes or no? Keep in mind, all these stories are on the MMAholes.com. We get stories from all over the internet. If you want to read the articles for yourself, look at the pictures, watch the videos, the MMAholes.com, you can check it out. You don't have to be logged in to see the news. You can just scroll over there and check it out and hang with the boys. MMAholes.com.
Everyone sign up for MMAholes.com. Real APO has a video post about Italian coon Paulie. He also posted a video of Moss saying he would suck a cock.
It's true.
Sign up now.
That is true. He did post those videos. I can confirm that. And
clinch, 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 punch. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. Let's go. We've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
Woo. Man, oh man, that was a powerful one, Jesse. 103 likes. Thank you for hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys. Super chat.
Kevin from Chicago.
Me and Bob wanna call in. Telephone receiver.
Who's Bob? Maybe. All right, let's roll through some stories. And thank you for Kevin.
Kevin
donation.
and Bob want to call in.
We'll take a couple of calls at the very, very end. We'll go a couple minutes later. What else do we have in the news? JBH.
I don't want to go a couple minutes later.
What? Well, listen. Let's just finish the show. How many stories do we have left? I don't want. What host is like? I don't want to do this anymore. I just don't want to do
I didn't
it.
say I don't want to do this anymore. Don't change my words.
By the way, look at all those fists in the chat. Thank you for pumping. Thank you, everyone pumping in the chat. We love
Bob
the
and
pumping.
Weave. I get it. Bob and Weave.
Bob's his husband. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Bob is. All right, let's talk about the Gregory and the can. The Gregory and the can. The one that, ready? Got him. That is the face of a woman looking at a chat room.
I'm not looking at the chat room.
I'm kidding. All right, what do we got here, Jesse?
Okay. According to MMA Fighting, Greg Hardy responds to criticism of his UFC Fort Lauderdale opponent, saying, "My record is 3-1. My man was 9-2." On Saturday evening, Greg Hardy secured his first UFC victory, knocking out Dmitry Smolyakov in just 2 minutes and 15 seconds. But instead of receiving praise for getting his first win in the premier MMA organization in the world, just 2 years into his fighting career, Hardy was faced with the wide criticism of his opponent, who appeared to have little interest in being in the cage with Hardy. Such was Smolyakov's performance that evening, UFC President Dana White commented about it afterwards, questioning what level of opponent the Russian fighter had previously beaten before praising Hardy's win. But for Hardy, this is just par for the course. Speaking recently with TMZ Sports, Hardy reminded everyone that he has only been competing for 2 years in MMA and that Smolyakov already had a pair of fights in the UFC before this one, and suggested that people are looking for any excuse to drag his career down. Hardy certainly doesn't have a number of detractors, though not without case. Aside from getting fast-tracked to the UFC by virtue of his NFL fame, Hardy is also among the most controversial figures in the sport due to the domestic violence allegations that ultimately pushed him out of the NFL. He didn't make things any easier on himself in his UFC debut either, losing by disqualification when he threw a blatantly illegal knee in a fight many believed he was losing. But that's why this fight was so important for Hardy. He wanted to prove he is serious about MMA and that he is going to be a legitimate top heavyweight sooner rather than later. While the upper echelon of heavyweight division does not need to be quaking in their boots just yet, Hardy does appear to have the hallmarks of a legitimately talented prospect. He certainly has the confidence of one. Recently he said he planned to be fighting with Stipe Miocic and Derek Lewis before too long.
I got to get a laugh sound effect. I need something good here. Listen, Hardy in the cage look good, but come on, man. We know this was a layup. What is this guy doing? Talking about this dude's record. And then Dana White's like, what 9 guys did he fight? That was embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. This was a setup. If I was Greg Hardy, I would be like, yeah, I'm just going to beat a couple of cans and then I'll fight the real guys. You know? Just embrace it. I would have much more respect for Hardy if he was like, all right, if you think he's a can, that's fine. I'll fight the next can. I'll keep on fighting cans and keep on collecting checks at the co-main event. Next thing you know, I'll be champion. We'll see how many cans I beat there. Like, if you said something badass like that, I would say, yeah, go for it, Hardy. He's handling like a big baby. This guy sucks. We looked at his record already. The guy, he's a waste. He's a complete waste. He won that Kimura against a nobody in his weird Russian challenge organization. Then had 2 losses before that. Come on with this guy. He's a scrub. I wish Hardy was just like, listen, I trained with this guy. He's a scrub. He's a layup. I beat him. I move on. I'm still the co-main event. I'll keep co-maining. Maybe I'll headline the next fight. Like, do something like that. Embrace your bad guy. Stop complaining, Greg Hardy.
Stop complaining.
I mean, come on. Defending this shit. You know this was a layup. It was embarrassing. You son of a bitch. Next. Again,
right.
Did we speak about this?
Well, this is about someone else, actually.
Oh!
According to MMAnews.com, a UFC heavyweight has been blasting Brock Lesnar for ditching the Daniel Cormier fight. One top 5 UFC heavyweight isn't pleased with how Brock Lesnar handled his supposed retirement. UFC President Dana White surprised many when he claimed Lesnar told him he was retiring. Lesnar had re-entered the USADA drug testing pool and appeared to be slimming down on WWE television. It was all for naught, however, and now the UFC is moving forward with Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. Curtis Blaydes puts Brock Lesnar on blast. Blaydes was never a fan of the idea of Lesnar jumping the line, but he did admit that he felt Cormier deserved a big money fight. With this latest bit of news, Razor took to Twitter to vent. If you scroll down a little bit, he did post a tweet that said, "Fuck you, Brock Lesnar, holding up the whole damn division just to quit, shaking my head, inconsiderate fuck."
How about this? Before you go on here. How about fuck you, Curtis Blaydes, for being the most boring fucking fighter I've ever seen. How about that, Curtis Blaydes?
Wait,
for laying
he has
on
a right to
laying on a fat slob and celebrating like you just won the Super Bowl, Curtis Blades. You laid on a fat dude. You laid on a fat dude and then celebrated like that was the greatest fight of all time. It was embarrassing. And you are going to open your mouth about Brock Lesnar, who was an actual champion, Curtis Blades? What are you... you have no leg to stand on, you boring fuck. No leg. What? He's using Brock Lesnar's name to stay relative and relevant, I should say. Wonderful. That's what he's doing over there, Curtis Blades. No one would be talking about your boring ass if you didn't bring up Brock Lesnar. We're on to you, fuckhead. Is there more into the article? Go ahead, Jesse.
No, that's all.
Come on with this guy, Curtis Blades. Come on. You're not fooling anyone, you boring fuck. Yeah, you can wrestle. You're a good wrestler. I'll give you that. You're good at laying on people. Enough. This fucking guy, Curtis Blades. Crowbarred himself into the Brock Lesnar story. No one would be talking about Curtis Blades right now, but he was like, let me throw in my 2 cents. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You son of a motherless goat. Big fight this weekend. Good stuff here. Main event, Iaquinta, Cowboy Cerrone, Jesse. What do we got?
All right, according to BJPen.com, UFC Ottawa, Al Iaquinta says he almost fought Cowboy Cerrone 8 years ago.
Did they really?
Yes, Al Iaquinta will take on Donald Cerrone in the main event of UFC Ottawa this weekend. Although it is a fresh matchup, Cowboy and Raging Al nearly collided 8 years ago. Back in 2011 at UFC 131, Iaquinta almost stepped in on short notice to take on Cerrone. He said, quote, "I remember watching him in the WEC and I knew who he was. I knew about him. I can't really pinpoint exactly my introduction to him, but one thing I do remember, I think I was 4-0 as a professional, 4-0 as a professional fighting in Ring of Combat, and I had a fight schedule. And I got a call from a manager, and he was like, would you fight in the UFC in like 3 weeks? And it was basically the same date as my fight was. I was like, who is it against? And they were like, just for right now, just tell us, are you ready? Are you able to fight? Whatever. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll take that opportunity anytime. I end up finding out that it was Donald Cerrone.
Oh, wow.
At that time, Cerrone was one of the best lightweights on the planet, having fought for the WEC title 3 times. He was also on the path to a UFC title shot, while for Iaquinta, he would have been a promotional newcomer and one who had only turned pro just a few years before. Still, Al Iaquinta says he was more than ready for the fight. He said, quote, one of his opponents had fallen out and they were looking for a short notice replacement. They ended up going with a different guy. He was a jiu-jitsu guy. I can't remember his name right now, but they ended up going with somebody else. But they were considering me for it, and I don't know what made them choose the other guy, but he beat the crap out of the other guy. He was like a jiu-jitsu fighter, and it was pretty crazy. I didn't even really remember that until just now.
That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that story. Look at that. We tell everything. Let's look at the card over here. I haven't even really checked it out. This weekend, some freebies, more freebies. Al Iaquinta. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern time, a little earlier, friends. So mark your calendars. 8 p.m. Eastern time is the main card, and it's on what? What is it on? ESPN Plus. Okay. So let me just look here. Prelims. So it's a fight night. Oh, everything. The whole thing's ESPN Plus. So we get to stay on one fucking platform. It's great.
Nice.
How about this? Theodoro finally moving up. He's another boring fuck. When he came out of the Ultimate Fighter, I thought he was going to be all right, and he kind of sucked. And now he's got Derek Brunson. Brunson coming off the loss. I'm interested. Theodoro jumping up the rankings. Theodoro is like, that dude had some serious strength. All right, Cub Swanson back versus Burgos. Oh, Cubby. Katona versus this guy is from Jersey, the Jersey Russian. That should be an interesting fight. Isn't Katana the guy that won the Ultimate Fighter?
I don't know.
I don't fucking remember. Walt Harris back in the cage versus Spivak. And Sanchez versus... All right, a lot of who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
What's going on there? That's an okay card. I mean, it's free. What are we going to complain about? Top 3, I'm interested. Maybe top 4. But, I mean, the main event, that's what it's all about. Right? This is where the party's at right here. I'm pumped up for this. So, Jersey Georgians is Kevin from Chicago. So, there you go. All right. So, that is the card this weekend. There's also Bellator going on. This Saturday, it's earlier at 5 p.m. I was thinking like fucking maybe doing a Super Fight Buddies, but I have a job during the day, and I don't know if I'll be back for this. So I don't know. If we go earlier, we'll discuss a little Bellator. It's not anything to be super pumped about. This is the main event. Primus versus Tim Wild. Yay. It's nothing crazy, but that's going on as well. I'm assuming that's on DAZN. What is this on, Jess? I don't even fucking know.
It doesn't say.
Bellator's website's fantastic. You can't even. Where can I watch this? Well, who knows? It's a guess. It's a guessing game. I'm assuming DAZN.
Probably.
I guess. All right. Any more stories in the news, or what do we got going on here? As we're winding down, I think that's it, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's it. This is the fights this weekend, friends. If you want to see more news stories, there are some more on the MMAholes.com. Also, quick shout out to our third sponsor. Yes, we are sponsored by a lot of people over here. Real Bearded Men, 15% off promo code MMAHole. Now, here's for the peoples that like to have a beard. A lady loves a beard. Look at this beard over here, sexy and swole, luscious. If you want a luscious beard, if you can't grow a beard and you just like, I need something to make this look better, or if you can grow a beard and you want it to look full and sexy and soft, Real Bearded Men. It's the stuff there is cheap as it is, and you get another 15% off the whole goddamn store, only for MMA Holes. Promo code MMA Hole, one word. Link in the description. Get your bets in. By the way, BetDSI, check it out. There are some interesting bets. We spoke about it earlier in the stream if you missed it. Some underdogs that kind of be like, okay, I might have to do that one. So if you're going to be placing some wagers, go down below. All right, Jess.
Yes.
Well, I was going to take some more phone calls, but it is 11:02. I know it's a long night for you. It's been a stressful couple of days since I was in the hospital.
Very stressful couple of days.
And I am back in action. If you want to know that story, go back and watch the beginning of the stream. And I think we're done. We'll see you on Wednesday. TGIW is over. Episode 3, number 17. But Fook Off Friday will be back this Friday. So that's the next time you'll see us. JBH, you know what to do.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.